This one came from a C-suite leader named Angela. I love this question, and it's probably one that many of you have pondered on your journey, whether you're just starting out and wondering if you need anything more than what you've been doing, or you've kind of found you're stuck in the middle somewhere. And Angela's question went like this: why do people at my level need a job search coach? I'm asking what benefits, in other words, does an executive coach bring during a transition? I thought that was a good question for us to ask and answer.
Well, my totally biased opinion,
Yes.
no, in all seriousness, I think having a thought partner and someone who honestly doesn't know you, but is getting to meet you for the first time and provide you with very candid, honest feedback as well as sound advice is very useful. Because when you think about it, when you're interviewing, you're also encountering people who are meeting you for the first time. And so to be able to talk about, executive presence and impact, that immediate impact, and building credibility and trust, all of which become important in the interview process, and be able to honestly talk about that with someone is very helpful. The other is what I just spoke about and alluded to is we may be able to see things about you that you don't see in yourself by no fault of your own. It's just not consciously something you think about. Um, I have someone that I coached, and he's an IT person, and came from the military and was missing out on a couple of opportunities because he was told that there wasn't enough crisis management experience on his resume. And he said, well, the jobs that I've been in since I left the military, that really wasn't my role. And I said, well, what about when you were in the military? And he said, oh, I can think of something immediately. And I said, what is that? And he talked about being deployed in Afghanistan, being the only tech person in whatever mission he was a part of. And they used AWS as their host to fly drones to execute this particular mission. I didn't ask details. And AWS was down. So by himself, he had to figure out a workaround so that this mission could carry forward. And he was successful when they were able to execute the mission successfully. I can't think of another more stressful environment where you have to rely on your own quick analysis skills, your judgment skills, and be willing then to have the initiative to move forward with whatever the solution was, than that. So he started to use that as an example for future interviews, which was very helpful, as opposed to thinking and thereby leading them to assume that he did not have crisis management experience. So that's what a coach can do, is they can
Absolutely.
help you think a bit more deeply.